It is just after 11 in the morning on the 28th of June 1914. A car carrying Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary, takes a wrong turn into a narrow street in Sarajevo. The driver stops to reverse, and standing on that corner, by pure chance, is a 19-year-old named Gavrilo Princip. He steps forward and fires twice. Within the hour, the Archduke and his wife Sophie are dead. 2 pistol shots on one street corner in one Balkan city. In 37 days, those 2 shots will pull in every great power in Europe. By the time the smoke clears, 4 empires will no longer exist, and more than 15 million people will be dead. This is how it happened, day by day. To understand how a murder in Sarajevo becomes a world war, you have to see the map the way the generals saw it. Europe in 1914 is not a collection of countries. It is 2 armed camps bound by secret treaties. On one side, the Central Powers, Germany and Austria-Hungary. On the other, the Entente, France and Russia, with Britain standing just behind them. Each of these treaties promises the same thing: attack one of us and you fight all of us. The Archduke was killed by a Serbian nationalist. Austria-Hungary wants to crush Serbia for it, but Serbia has a protector, and that protector is the largest country on the map, the Russian Empire. And so the trap is already set. Austria cannot punish Serbia without waking the Russian bear. Germany cannot let its only real ally stand alone. The wire is laid across the whole continent. Sarajevo has lit one end of it. The 5th of July. In Berlin, Kaiser Wilhelm II gives Austria-Hungary an extraordinary promise. Whatever you decide to do to Serbia, Germany will back you completely. History will call it the Blank Cheque. Emboldened, Vienna acts. On the 23rd of July, Austria-Hungary hands Serbia an ultimatum so harsh it is designed to be refused. 10 demands and 48 hours to accept them all. Serbia agrees to almost all of it. Almost. It will not let Austrian officials run an investigation on Serbian soil. To Vienna, almost is enough. The 28th of July 1914, 1 month to the day after Sarajevo, Austria-Hungary declares war on Serbia. The first domino has fallen. Now the treaties begin to fire, one after another. The 30th of July, Russia orders a full mobilization. Millions of men call to arms to defend Serbia. It is the largest army on earth, and it is now moving. But mobilization in 1914 is not a threat. It is a starting gun. Once the trains begin to roll, no general believes they can be stopped. Germany demands Russia stand down. Russia refuses. And so, on the 1st of August, Germany declares war on Russia. Germany now faces the nightmare it has feared for 40 years. A war on 2 fronts. Russia to the east, France to the west. On the 3rd of August, it declares war on France as well. Germany has a plan for exactly this moment. It is called the Schlieffen Plan, and it is a gamble against the clock. Knock France out in 6 weeks, before the slow Russian giant is ready, then turn east. But the fastest road to Paris does not run through France. It runs through neutral Belgium. On the 4th of August, German troops cross into Belgium. A small, neutral country that wanted no part of any of this now stands directly in the path of the largest army in Europe. And Belgium's neutrality is not just a Belgian matter. It was guaranteed 75 years earlier by treaty. One of the guarantors is the most powerful empire in the world, the British Empire. London gives Berlin an ultimatum: pull out of Belgium by midnight or face war. In Berlin, the German Chancellor is astonished that Britain would go to war over what he calls a scrap of paper. Midnight passes, no reply comes. And so, on the night of the 4th of August 1914, Britain declares war on Germany. That same evening in London, the British Foreign Secretary, Sir Edward Grey, stands at his window, watching the gas lamps being lit on the street below. He turns to a friend and says, The lamps are going out all over Europe. We shall not see them lit again in our lifetime. In 37 days, a single pistol shot in a Balkan street has set the entire continent alight. Not through hatred or some grand plan, but through a chain of promises, each one perfectly logical, each one pulling the next. And it will not stay in Europe. The empires now at war command a third of the planet. The fighting will spread to Africa, to the Middle East, to the oceans of the world. The men marching in August of 1914 are told they will be home by Christmas. They are wrong by more than 4 years. Before it ends, the German, Austro-Hungarian, Russian and Ottoman empires will all be gone, swept off the map you are looking at. It began with 2 shots and a wrong turn on one street corner in Sarajevo.